I was just talking to this old farmer. Look how he's covered in sweat. He's been weed whacking over here. Came over to talk to me. He was weed whacking up here. And he was telling me he wanted to see what I was doing. And I was showing him the nest up here, the hornets. And he was telling me that he had been, I asked him if he'd been stung by hornets. And he said he had in the back of his neck. And he said he didn't have to go to the hospital. He said it hurt like heck. He's been working hard. Sorry, butt shot there, sorry. It's not very nice of me. I didn't mean that. He's got his hat on now. He's heading home for lunch now. He looks tired, but man, he's fit. He's very old, man. So he's one of the farmers up here, one of the last ones. I mean, there's like almost no farms up here. There's this little farm truck right up here. And he's not really doing, he's cutting the weeds on the side of this hill here, which there's a small shrine. You can barely see the shrine right over there. And no one comes just a little further up, half a kilometer, and the road dead ends. And he's weed whacking over here, which really, I don't think it really needs to be done. Just let it grow, but it kind of gives him something to do, I think. But he told me that he really hurt. He'd been stung while working his farm. Didn't need to go to the hospital. I guess just, roughed it out like the old guys do. Right? Nobody knows how to do it quite like the old guys do. There you go, there they are. And down here, that's the main entrance to the nest is right there. There are the hornets. When I told him that there were hornets over here, he was sitting down over there and he asked me what I was up to. When I told him there were hornets, I invited him to he got curious. He started walking over. He said, "Really? Really? Hornets? Suzumebachi, really?" And he came over and I invited him to have a look through. I had the camera. I'll hook the camera up right here. I had it hooked up to the tripod. Here's my tripod set up right here. And I've got the camera hooked up to it, aimed at a particular spot, so that you can see the hornets well. Let's see if I can get it set up the way I had it. There. And I was just standing here watching the nest, watching the hornets swarm in and out. They're really active right now. Sometimes just a swarm of them billow out, and then the swarm come back in. This is much more active than they were 2 weeks ago. And he was really hesitant. He came over, walked real slowly towards the camera. He didn't want to get close to this tree. And he cautioned me to keep my voice down to not attract them. And I should be doing. Yeah, a few of them have buzzed by me now. I've been standing here. You can get an idea. Zip back out. There they are, in the crook of that tree right there. And you can get an idea of how close I am. They're right up here. And a few of them have come by and kind of buzzed around and had a look at me. I'm ready to bolt in a moment's notice. But I think so far I'm okay. I'm dressed in light colors today. And I've got except my dark hat. I should switch that around to the orange. Did they get mad at orange? There, that's safer. Yeah. Okay, now I'm safe. Anyway, really interesting to actually talk to somebody, a local, that has been stung by these dangerous insects, and was visibly almost more interesting than the conversation. He was more interested in where I was from. He kept asking me questions about where I was from, told me how he'd gone to Hawaii years ago, and the like. So for me, almost most interesting of all was to watch how he was sitting right over there, and how he got up and came over to visit me. And about right there, when he was staring at the tree and he saw them swarming up there, and he really started walking really slow, and then he stopped over there. He wouldn't come any closer. And then I probably shouldn't have, but he was really curious, so I wanted him to see through the viewfinder to help his eyes. And he came really cautiously over here, looked through, and then he stepped away and walked back over there. He did not want to get close. I guess I should take a hint from the actions of the elderly that have experience up here. Well, look at them. Oh yeah, and he confirmed. He said, yeah. Once he got a good look in the viewfinder, he told me, yes, these are indeed Suzumebachi. Because there's lots of different hornets up here. Oh, here he comes. He's driving away. I have to say goodbye. Here he comes. And this is the standard farm truck, whereas in the States, farmers typically have a big four-wheel drives. This is what all the farmers here have. Arigato! Ta-da! And see the sign on the back? That means over 75. So he's over 75. He's got to be in his 80s now. Okay, everybody. Thanks for dropping by to have a look. What an amazing day! gotta step away from the hornets. I'm gonna raise my voice. Just what an amazing day. I just can't get over it. September is the time to come. The weather feels so good. The air is just perfect. The insects in the are still active. There's kind of an anticipation. It's September 8th. If you're going to come to Japan and visit, I recommend spring or right now. Right now. I can't describe. But look at this. There's even wild chrysanthemums still in bloom in September. Who would have expected? That's a June flower. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to shut the camera off, get back to my tripod. I've got my lunch to eat. I'm going to eat my lunch and sit here with the hornets. Lunch with the hornets. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Woo!